And we're live.
It's funny you mentioned John Jones. I'm apparently going on an alligator hunt with him next week.
Oh shit!
Damn.
Why don't you open with that?
Yeah, that's awesome.
Don't tell him all the shit I've talked. That's between us.
No, I got a list, Woody. So there's a guy named Woodworth up in North Carolina. We're going on a gator hunt, and I'm kind of not sure because of his record. I'm like, I think we're using 6.5 Creedmoor bolt guns, and I'm using a gun that I built, and I'm like, this guy like own a gun?
Yeah.
Because I just know like some of the stuff that even just you guys have talked about. I'm like, this guy can pass a fucking background check.
Yeah, he can. Because he does a lot of like tactical stuff on his Instagram. A lot of like CQB stuff with transitioning from like sub guns to handguns, and doing a lot of the sort of stuff you see John Wick do, like 3-gun stuff. Sort of like John Wick style, like really good on Instagram, like training stuff. Real high impact stuff. It's fun to watch. No. So yeah, and I always see he's wearing like a full rig, and it looks like he's got a tricked out Glock or something like that. He seemed to know what he was doing. I mean, that makes it fun to watch.
Makes me feel a lot better. So I'm like,
I mean, he's already like a
man with a gun on a boat. That's good.
Yeah, he doesn't need the gun.
How'd you set up for you? Like, that's an awesome thing to be able to do.
A friend of mine invited me. I think it's something that Smith & Wesson is doing or something. It's like the Romp in the Swamp or something down in Florida. And like my parents live in Florida, so I was going to like go down and visit them while I was there. But it was a neat thing. We were told last minute, like, oh yeah, John Jones is going to be on your team. We're like that. Okay, cool. Does he need a gun? Or is he just going to beat the shit out of an alligator in front of us? Like, that'd be cool to do.
That'll be fun. That'll be a bunch of fun.
I'm hoping so. I'm going to get some new boots out of it with any luck.
Nice.
So you get more than that. A story to last a lifetime.
I might get John Jones to punch me in the liver.
You don't want that.
You don't want that. Yeah. What if like 4 hours into the day, the starstruck bit is kind of worn off, and he is just costing you the competition. Like he's that bad.
He's missing gators.
Like, how do you those difficult to hit gators, those little fellas, like how do you even broach that? Are you like, oh, John, I mean, tremendous. You scared him, right? He'll be back. He'll be back. I'm positive. You spooked him.
Mr. Jones, I believe that alligator is running out of adrenaline. We'll get him in no time.
Yeah, that's the sort of backhanded compliment we would do to people when we were bird hunting. We'd be like dove hunting or something like that. And like somebody would miss one. I'd be like, oh, good shot, buddy. You scared the fuck out of him. Oh, he is scared. Look at him go.
I mean, you can't say that to John Jones. What if he tosses you into the swamp?
Yeah.
And then he won't let you. He just keep forehead pushing you back. Please, Mr. Jones, throw me back into the boat.
Oh, like it's a pregnant woman, John. You'll hit her every time. You can't miss those.
Oh, give that line a go and report back.
This is where like, yeah,
he did not take it. No.
You tell John Jones, I'll fight him anywhere, anytime. I don't give a fuck.
Palm Beach Hospital? Wow.
Yeah. No, you'd wake up gurgling at the bottom of the swamp. Oh, well, that's awesome. That's a small world because Kyle loves John Jones because of his ethics.
I do.
He never has cheated. Not once.
I do like John Jones, man. I like winners. I like winners, and I don't care how they get there.
Man's got a good record.
I don't either.
I like the idea of having a steroids-only UFC.
Me too.
I love that fucking idea. I would pay more money for that.
Welcome to Roid Rage, high impact combat.
Fuck yeah, people would die all the fucking time. You have like it's one of those things where people are like, well, that's not fair to the sport because they're naturally they're enhanced athletes and blah blah. I'm like, you think the average fucking person in a street fight can afford these crazy diets, personal chefs, personal trainers, huge $1 million home gyms? I'm like, no, they're already enhanced the most they possibly can without having fucking testosterone.
Yeah, that's very true. It's the same way that like Mac from Always Sunny was like, it's easy to get in the kind of shape I'm in. You just have a full-time job that supports it entirely, paying you a lot of money, and then you have your chef give you your meals every 3 hours, and then you go to your personal trainer and your personal gym. And if everyone would just do this, we could get rid of obesity. Like he said something like that, like pointing out, like, yeah, it's outrageous to expect like the average workaday Joe to be able to attain that.
I like to watch the YouTube videos where the guys are super lean and they're like, trust me, life is rough at 4% body fat. I'm cold all the time. I'm grumpy. I have a hard time with this, that. And I'm like, yeah, that's why I'm not cutting more, because I'm afraid of that.
I don't want to get cranky.
You would like me when I'm angry.
Yeah, I could relate to your thin skin problems. I don't know. That's not my problem.